So, the next step as you're creating your notebook for your students is to think about the whole course of your unit or semester. Kami will allow you to add additional activities to a notebook throughout a unit or throughout a semester. However, the pages need to exist first in order to be able to do so. You can always add content to a page, but what you can't do yet is add more pages to the notebook. So in the next section, we're going to take a look at how to add some blank pages to your notebook before getting it ready to send to students. So the cool thing about the split and merge environment is that even after you've combined several files to start to create your notebook, you can always add more. So we can go down to the bottom right and use this circle with the plus sign. We could head up to the Kami library. We could go back here and say we've decided we need a Venn diagram. We could go ahead and search for that and then select the Venn diagram that we want to use and choose Open with Kami. This will pull the Venn diagram into the split and merge environment, and then we can take this and drag it into our notebook in the appropriate space. Now, let's look at adding some blank pages to this notebook so that way we can add more information or activities for students as we move through the unit. What I'm going to do is go up to the Kami dashboard, and I'm going to create a blank page right here. When I do this, I'll choose the page size that I'm wanting to use. I'll also choose the orientation. So it just depends on whether I want this to be sideways or landscape or up and down portrait. And then of course I could choose a background color if I wanted. And after I do that, I'll want to choose create. Once I'm here at the blank page, I'm simply going to go up and make sure that we called this blank, which it's perfect. It's already named that right now. And then I'll go over to the download button, which is this down arrow right here. And I'll choose quick download. From here, this will download it to my computer. Already did it. And now I'll go back to my split and merge, and I'm going to click on this circle. This circle will allow me to pull files straight from my computer's hard drive, or I could have gone into Google Drive or OneDrive. Let's use the plus sign with the circle, and we'll go and choose that blank page right there. And then I'll hit open. So now this is the easiest part of all. All you have to do is duplicate this as many times as you'd like, and then you'd be able to slide these up and put them wherever you want them to go. So this is how you can start to set up your digital notebook for students. Remember, it's really important to add these extra pages. Even if you just add 20 pages at the end of the notebook that you may or may not ever use, it's always great to have them because that's how you'll be able to add more content, more activities for students. When we get to the management part of this process and we show you how to kind of manage these, you'll see how you can add additional activities for individual students to differentiate for them or push out activities for your entire class. Once you feel like you have all of the pages set up in your notebook just the way you want them, what you can do is head over to the left-hand side and give your file a name. Then you'll head to the Export button. From here, you can choose Open in Kami. Before we do this though, let me mention one other thing. If you're working with several sections of a class, so for example, let's say you're a science teacher in either middle school or high school, you may want to duplicate this and then give it a new name for each period. Once you're done creating all of your copies and naming them, you can head up to the top right and choose Export All. From there, you can take multiple files and put them into either Google Drive or OneDrive. For the purpose of this video, let's go ahead and just export the first one, and we're going to put it straight into Kami so we can get it ready for students to use. We'll hit Open in Kami, and the file will open in Kami.